All right, so for this week, we explore issues of culture, Southeast Asian cultures in America. So, among Asian Americans, and by extension, Southeast Asian Americans, culture and culture transmission, meaning transmission meaning the passed down traditional forms of culture, and cultural integration. So, here integration is twofold. One is becoming American, integrating into American society, and the other is maintaining your heritage culture, the culture of your family, the culture of your grandparents and your parents, your ethnic heritage, if you will. Um, so these issues are topics that occupy both the younger and the older generations. Culture is defined as a system of beliefs, of morals, of codes of conduct, of worldviews, religious and secular, of ways of life, practices, the way you do things, the way you eat, what you say, how you say it, behaviors, and ethics that informs through formal, through schools or religious institution, or informal, through friends or family or TV, through formal or informal education, what it means to be a member of a certain ethnic group or community. The challenges of maintaining traditional sense of being and living in America is very real for Southeast Asian Americans. Real for all immigrants, really. But for us, for Southeast Asian Americans, many younger Southeast Asian Americans have adapted Pan Asian American cultural forms. Pan Asian America means cultural traditions or cultural um, ways of expression that are shared or that is used to represent all Asian American groups, Pan Asian, right? And so they have adapted Pan Asian cultural forms and cultural identities because their own ethnic heritage is not represented, and this can be with respects to mainstream American culture. In addition, both older and younger generations of Southeast Asian Americans negotiate conflicts and tension that arise from cultural misunderstanding and miscommunication. The old do not understand the young, and the young do not understand the old. I think we all can relate to this. Fear, anxiety, and ambivalence thus arise, causing generational conflicts that is compounded by language barriers as the English-speaking younger generation, many of whom do not speak their heritage language, for example, Vietnamese or Hmong or Lao or Thai, right? And or they do, but they don't speak it well enough. And I can relate to this myself personally, are not able to express and communicate their feelings, their thoughts, and their identities to their elders. For this week, as you read and watch learning videos, think about how culture is produced, where it is produced, and who consumes it. Think about solutions to cultural mistranslations and cultural misunderstanding as well. What do you predict will happen in the future for Southeast Asian American communities as they attempt to rebuild their communities, maintain their culture, and build bridges that links their past to their present? And for this week, you read a fun article by Kiki Bayaz, a good friend of mine. She's Indonesian Muslim American and she lives in New York. And her chapter is about music and Indonesian American experience. And what she argues in this chapter is that Indonesian American music that is performed, listened to, and shared and experienced within the Indonesian American community is an expression of Indonesian Americans or an expression of being Indonesian in America. At the same time, she says it has become a part of the multicultural fabric of American society, expressing a certain pluralism, meaning more than one. Uh, and that many of the people who attend or even perform Indonesian music are themselves not Indonesian, but that's okay. So what you see is you see a kind of complex expression, and a widening, broadening kind of arena for cultural production and cultural expression. So think about these issues for this week and enjoy it. All right, bye.